Hello, this is Mount Unlimited back for another video. Another Batman video. You've been waiting over a month for this. I'm deeply sorry. This time it's Batman and Robin and the Rainbow Batman. Also, I want that video famed for having the I think it's Applebee's. Not Applebee's. Hugbee's, that was it. Hugbee's video made out of it. When a dark-caped figure flashes through Gotham City, the cry always goes, "It's Batman!" And yes, the familiar costume of Batman is known to everyone, but now it's all these years, the great lawman changes his uniform time and again from one color to another, causing a whole city to wonder which garb is next to be worn by the Rainbow Batman. And there's Robin behind a bunch of Batman-like clothing. So here you go. One morning, as Dick Grayson secretly Robin, the boy wonder, strolls along the busy thoroughfare. Help! Thieves! They're getting away! Oh no! We must find some place to switch to Robin. But a moment later, as the getaway car comes roaring down the street, look, that little girl! What? No time to change. Got to rescue the youngster. With a perfect glance and timing, the boy wonder flashes into action. Nice work, son. Are you alright? I'm not sure. I cracked my elbow against the lamppost. Shortly, when a doctor arrives, this arm's not broken, but you'll be unable to use it for a week or so. Gosh, that's too bad. As a reporter reaches the scene, yes, those thieves stole one of the newest portable TV cameras, and ones used for broadcast special events. I saw the faces. I could identify them. I must go home and tell Batman. After a while later, in the mansion of Dick's guardian, wealthy Bruce Wayne, who really is the famed Batman, and thieves who stole a valuable camera would have run down a child, but for the youthful hero Dick Grayson, he lost the use of his left arm temporarily, but saved a life. It wasn't as big as a feat as all that. My arm will be alright in a little while. But why should anyone steal a portable TV camera? They'd no use for it and couldn't sell it. There must be some other motive. Maybe I can spot those crooks in the crime files, but down in the secret bat lair, no, the pictures aren't in our files. We haven't any records of them. I can only see one motive for stealing the camera, as preparation for something big, or some big crime to be staged where a TV crew will be working. As the pair switches to Batman and Robin, you mean they intend to disguise themselves as TV cameramen for something valuable? That's what I suspect. And from now on, we're going to watch every big event covered by television. You can identify those crooks if they turn up. Swiftly, Batman relates a unique strategy. But you've never done anything like that before. In the case it's necessary, we have to work fast because tomorrow is when the big official welcome of the King of Zoronia takes place. The TV men will be there. But you've never done anything like that before. So next day, as the scene of a big ticker tape reception, look, there's Batman and Robin. But what happened to Batman? I've never seen him looking like that before. He's wearing a red costume, but why? I'll check for TV cameramen in the car, Robin, while you watch the crooks. Watch every face for the crooks you saw. Hey, look, that Batman. in a red costume and he's jumping into our car. Just to check your cameras, a safety precaution. And during the official welcoming, all eyes focused not on the guest but on Batman. The thieves aren't anywhere in the crowd of Batman, and the TV cameramen here all have proper credentials, so this isn't where the planned strike. When the welcome is over, we can leave. Afterwards, why would Batman all of a sudden wear a red costume? He must have some reason, but I can't figure it out. And later, the day when a familiar image flashes on the sky, the bat signal, police headquarters, calling Batman. Wonder if he'll wear the red costume again. An answer comes a few minutes later as the aped crime buster races answers an urgent summon. The special control we fitted on the Batmobile will drive with my right hand alone. Why is Batman wearing a light blue costume? Soon, where people and fire officials face a terrible danger. The explosive truck is on fire, and if it goes up, it'll blast the whole block. Pardon me. My men are trying to put down the flames, but it's inside of the motor, and they may be too late. Only one way to handle it, Robin. I'll take the truck, you cover me with the Batmobile. I get it. Next instant, all attention centered on the brilliant blue figure. What Batman doing? He wouldn't dare risk driving that truck again. We won't have to drive far. It's our only chance, Commissioner. The doom ladle truck speeds down a clear street. Batman's waving his arms. He's ready now. As the mighty Batmobile roars alongside, a potential disaster vanishes. Batman then drove the truck into the river to douse the fire. It can be pulled out safely later. Wow, he waited till the last moment before he jumped. Later, as the newspaper thronged around the new Batman, Batman, can you tell us why you switched to a red costume and now a light blue one? Yes, we've never done anything yet without a reason. Why these costumes? It could be I'm just tired of the same colored costume, you know. Oh, but I'm not giving it my reason yet. I'm certain there's a big story behind the colored costumes, but I can't figure it out. Presently, back in the Batcave, I didn't see the camera thieves anywhere on site yet I'm sure they wouldn't steal such a camera except to prepare for a big crime. We'll keep covering every big event that the crime crews cover. TV crews cover. And as the dynamic duo vigilantly watches a crook, Gotham City continues to wonder. The big crowd here greets Marion Marley, the famous king movie star, and here comes Batman Robin. What kind of Batman costume you suppose he'll be wearing this time? Gold colored costume. This time it's a dazzler. No wonder everybody watching him instead of Marion Marlowe. You wore that costume dirty so everyone will look at you, not me. I'm sorry, Miss Marlon. I didn't mean to spoil your welcome. As the new crews disappear, Batman wearing those costumes just attracts attention. I can't believe it. Neither can I. He must have some more important purpose. Yet, the same day as the pair scout a big jewel and a fashion show, we merely want to protect the valuable gems you're showing here. but everyone was now watching your brilliant orange costume. Please leave. When they depart, none of the thieves was present here, either though there were TV cameramen all over the place who got to keep right on the watching every event till you spot those robbers. And the next event, a crowd ship launcher. Where comes Batman and Robin? And wow, look at that costume. Why is he doing it? Is it some kind of color code? In the latest eye-catching, Batman reaches the launching platform just as I christened the gigantic. The ship is starting to slide down on the ways. The cable below in danger. Have to act fast. Berg acts a workman unless I can still make it. Hey, what's Batman up to? Keen eyes have glimpsed a hidden menace. A cable concealed by litter under on as the ship slides down its full pull over the whole platform. I think I'll pull that. An axe whirl and bites the neck in time. Then, as a great crowd surrounds Batman, your prompt action saved us. A bad accident, Batman. And who would do such a thing? I'll try to find that out next. Later, again, I checked every person here today and I didn't see any of the thieves we were after, but they had been in here and had fixed the hidden cable to get us. They must know what from the way we watch every event covered by Batman and covered by TV cameramen that were after them. So they tried this sabotage to pull us out of the sky before they strike. It looks that way, and I don't like it. You're planning to cover a big shooting costume in Gotham Stadium tomorrow. Suppose they strike us there? It could be dangerous, all right, but we've got to look for them there, and we'll take precautions. So next day, the spectacular rifle sharpshooters contest to get underway. The greatest marksman in the world competing in the front of the television camera. Remember, Robin, your job is to identify those mobsters if they're here. A roar of surprise greets Batman's arrival. Look, Batman, your target costume is rather staggering. Don't let me hold you up for contest. We just came to look on. Look, that's what he's wearing. Ow. As the rifle contest starts blasting, still no signs of the thieves. If they're out to get Batman, this would be the ideal place. Suddenly, look out! A bullet hit Batman! That was no accident. The bullet came from one of the roofs up there. But a moment to everyone's relief, it's alright, the bullet knocked me over but didn't hurt me. I'm wearing a steel vest under this costume. Maybe we can still nab the man who fired the shot. As the duo speeds from the stadium, that's why I wore a target costume this time. Anyone trying to shot at me would aim in the bullseye, and my protective armor is underneath that. But it shows that the gangsters will stop at nothing. Upon reaching the rooftop, trouble is Batman. These brilliant costumes of yours make you easy for them to strike at. Too bad they had time to escape, but the desperate attempts to stop me proves that we're getting close to what the even bigger job they plan. Still, I must wear these costumes, Robin. Yes, it does seem the only way we can keep searching on those thieves. If we only knew what they plan to do with that TV camera. As the mobsters whose plot nears the climax and equally puzzled Batman, the camera all ready, and it'll get us $1 million. If Batman doesn't catch on to our scheme, he's worrying me with those queer costumes of his. Why are he wearing them? Beats me. I don't care, because he's only making our job easier. Wherever he shows up, he tracks every eye in the place. That's right, no one will be watching us when we pull our switch at the money show tomorrow. Next day at the fabulous Monies of the World exhibition. There'll be a big crowd when we open today. The biggest money exhibit ever put on. What will really draw the people is that $1 million in cash. Everyone wants to see all the money in actual cash action, and that with all of these guards it will be safe, especially since Batman and Robin will also be here. When we open, wonder what color costume Batman will wear this time. To the question, there is more than one answer. A rainbow costume. I give up. I can't see why on earth he'd wear such a thing. Nobody can see why, but who cares as long as he's got our exhibit. A little later, as the TV newscaster arrives for the opening, everyone on those cameramen is accredited. No sign of the thieves here. We'll go inside and keep watching as the crowds enter. And finally, the Robin's vigilance pays off. Batman, there's one of them. No doubt about it. He's the one of those thieves who stole the camera. He doesn't have the camera on him. Have the camera now, but I'll grab him anyhow. In an instant, Batman becomes a rainbow of dazzling action. Then, whatever you've got in your pockets, pal, that'll stay there. Oof. But the search to captured thieves disclose a gas mask. Is that all he was reaching for? Great Scott! Don't you see, Robin? That's the answer to the whole mystery. Don't turn on the cameras. One of them's booby-trapped. After a speedy inspection, I thought so. This one would have flooded the whole with tear gas when turned on. Then thieves with gas masks would come and snatch the $1 million in spite of the guards. This altered camera must have been switched for mine during the confusion or of setting up equipment. Next instant, there goes the other two crooks. Batman, I've got this one. They'll find no pot of gold at the end of this rainbow, only prison. And so, after police had taken the prisoners, Batman, you're watchful prevent crime again, but can you tell us now why you've been wearing all those colored costumes? No, I can't. This is the last one I'll wear, but why I did must remain in a secret. Later, as Bruce Wayne, loyal butler, Alfred agreed the duo. I'm glad you caught the rascal, sir, but why did you have to wear such gaudy garments? You see, Alfred, Robin had to help me find those thieves because he could see the faces and could identify them. But if anyone noticed that as Robin, then I noticed that as Robin I couldn't use my left arm. They remember that the publicity about Dick Grayson's injury and suspect our identity, but why I wore such colourful, eye-catching costumes so everyone would believe he would look at me and not Robin. No, try that again. That's why I wore such colourful, eye-catching costumes so everyone would look at me and not at Robin. And it worked. No one noticed me and my arm when all eyes were on Batman's bright costumes. But now that's over, I can quit being a peacock and become Batman again. The end. Next story. And I think this is the final. Yeah, this is the final story. The Batman Second Star Collection is Batman, the Joker Batman. So, but see you then when you see you. But for now, this has been Mountain Loaded reading. If I can find the damn page. Yeah. This has been Mountain Loaded reading Batman and Robin, the Rainbow Batman. Hope to see you next time. Hope to see you again. This is Mountain Limited signing off. Good day, goodbye. Goodbye.